Hey guys, Clear Track Speed here. Welcome back to Sawyers Locomotion. We're on to the easy mode here. We're going to play Desert Dereilum. This is our first one with competitors here, and our goal, we're starting in 1915, is to achieve a monthly profit of $10,000. So let's go ahead and do this one. As you can see, when I played this one last, Sam Mendez earned this thing in 4 years and 6 months. So let's go ahead and let's see if we'll call this guy Sam Charstone. We'll see that he was the guy right here. And sometimes that's what I like to do. If I can't think of names, I'll just put the names there. Or use fictional characters like I did with the last episode. And so we'll do it the Charstone Railroad. Cool. Okay, well then we'll go ahead and build that. And we'll actually change up the color just a little bit. Alright, so Charstone has this thing. Let's probably do another color here. We'll do like a yellow, and then we'll do like an orange. We can actually see some of our different colors here. Not really in terms of the early railroads. I think the bus actually has that a little bit of orange on the window side there. But things later on, like the airplanes are very colorful, and then later diesel trains are very colorful too. Like if you have different two different colors, those colors really fit out. But anyhow, a really easy way to earn 10,000. We have oil here, and we have an oil well here. So very simple. If you know anything about American history, it's obviously we have to make the oil and make them run. So we'll go ahead and make our straight line here. Super easy, super quick. It's really kind of just right across this valley. We don't even need to build any bridges. Just like one turn right over here, and we'll be at our plant. Stop right at the ridge there. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go ahead and do 10. Just make it nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, it's all future proofing. I don't know how far we'll get on this one. I don't think it'll take us 4 years. But yeah, we'll go ahead and build that out. Oil. That should be perfect. See how good that guy is doing. I've got 42 tons of oil. And doing super well right now. We'll actually go ahead and take that away to, well, yeah, we'll shorten that by 2 down to 8. That'll just, I think we'll do pretty good before we even get there. But I will actually go ahead and make that secondary line right now, because I already know that we're going to need it as we get closer down the track here. Okay, we'll go ahead and make that line there. We have 80, yeah, it's already at 50, so I'm kind of making that line already, just to make life a lot easier for all of us. A couple more. There we go, perfect. We'll do that as our out track, and that as our 2 track, and we'll make our second train. Do a little bit of that. Perfect. frog wheel one, which is not ours. We're on the bootway one. But yeah, they're not doing too hot. Whale wheel two. Again, I don't think that's that one. You can't see the train next to it. If we see the train next to it, because we're the only railroad that's building right now, then yeah, well that's when we'll know that we're suffering just a little bit. But it looks like we're doing okay right now. That's perfect. We have that. And then we can actually probably build a secondary train here. Because you can actually see our station information right here. I'm gonna clutter the screen here. Station information is right there. We have 56, almost a full ton. And so it looks like 3 trains are going to be really happy to start that just for a little bit here. So, perfect. We'll go ahead, take our 20,000. We'll actually pause it right now, and we'll go ahead and take a look at what else we have here. We do have another oil roll that's about by Flagville. And then we can actually take a look to see. Looks like that one's doing okay. There's 248 tons of oil, and none of it's been transported. Also, we can see our bootway, which I think that was our one. That one has 279 tons of oil, and it's only 55 of it has been transported already. So what we're gonna do is we'll actually go ahead and make a little bit dent in the mountain right there, just so we can add a second track there. We'll go ahead and make a second line here. And this will go over to our bootway line. Correction, this is our Flagville. We'll go to Flagville. And so, Flagville, and building the track probably right about there. That's kind of nice and happy right there. Yeah, perfect. That. As you can see, there's a little bit of a ridge here in the way. We can actually probably burrow right through that. Or actually, you know what, best way is around in some cases. Especially when we're really early on in the game like this. I still have a loan to pay off. And so that loan is definitely going to affect our railroading. Sometimes you can go over, you can go through, and sometimes you can go around. In this case, around this little ridge here, without having to spend the money on that, to just go straight into the station like this, definitely will help. It's not really going to hurt our bottom line that much. We'll go ahead, we'll build our second track right here. Just to make life a little bit easier, instead of going around like that, we'll just reroute it this way, because it'll come back to this line eventually. See, that's sometimes I'll come back through this game and I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, this route is just a little bit straighter, a little bit easier, and so, just a second, we'll go ahead and reroute that other line instead of going all the way around the bridge like that. Less turns, less curves, it'll cost less. That's kind of the bottom line of that. Anyhow, let's go ahead. We'll probably build it right to there, since it's basically exactly the same, more or less. We'll do 8 right there as well. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Probably do 9 actually, just to make it nice and happy. And we'll do the same deal. We'll do that'll be my inline and that'll be my outline. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll do that, especially when I have like a more track sections like that. In fact, that's probably what I'll do. I'll get rid of those, and then we'll go over to here. That's our outline. We'll do here. We'll go ahead, get rid of that. Once we are kind of right along alongside there, we'll get our money back, and then we'll spend it on the building part. Because that's one of the things is that you can see right here, $136 for the curved track. It's a little more expensive to build the curvy railroad than it is to build a straight one. And definitely the up and down does not help the railroad at all. Trains hate going up hills. That's true for real life too. But you can see here, now that's a much happier railroad here. Anyhow, so we're going to keep building our signal system here. There, perfect. And then we'll go ahead and make our line here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Probably go ahead and make that just a little bit longer there. That's one of the annoying ones as well. You can sometimes it takes a moment to get rid of those. So go ahead, make a second train here. Alright, cool. So we'll go ahead. We might even make that line just a little bit longer. We'll make life a little bit happier for our train here. Cool, and there we go. And so we'll actually go ahead and make our second train here. We're gonna need just a little bit more money here. That way we can keep that. Okay, there we go, happy, perfect. Go ahead and take our number 4 train here. That information. Copy it to this train. Also take a look at that one right there. Make sure it's producing enough. Right now, yep, it's just I'm very happy that. We also have 12 passengers waiting here, so we might even make a little bus lane here. That way we can appease the citizens of Flagville right here. So let's go ahead and make a little bus lane to the other side of town here. Cool, excellent. So we'll do that. That's just a nice little thing I like to do because sometimes passengers will gather at your freight platforms. That's a neat little thing, and it's just it helps serve your communities. It's just more money in the pocket at the end of the day. So it looks like our Flagville train will need another one there because it's already at 94. Yeah, we'll already reached our limit there. Yeah, these are not too important right now. Especially once we start really connecting more trains to these routes, that's when it's really important to actually have more of these trains. So, looks like got that other train coming right away. might actually just be happy with these 3 trains right now. It's really nice right now. So I'm gonna keep seeing if during this little downtime between train 5 and train 4 and train 5 here, that if that'll be happy, because that train's heading out right now. So 4, 5, and 6 are working right now. It might just be really happy that that train will arrive and there'll be nothing waiting. And that one is also okay right now, so we'll go ahead and pause again. I know it's only October, but we definitely do want to get more money flowing our direction here. And we'll go ahead and start looking over here, see if there's anything in particular that we want to do. Looks like we do have another one, actually. So we'll actually start a much shorter line here. This will definitely help out a lot. Looks like this here is the Fort Chapel Ridgeway. It has 300 tons of oil, which is a lot of oil. And then we also have our Glumberg oil refinery. And so that's enough oil to actually build a small train line that just connects these two places. You could also do a truck line, but you know what? Trains are, well, no, me. This is a train-themed channel, and it definitely helps a lot in terms of, you know, just moving the stuff around. You have enough to actually build these small little lines that just basically shuttle oil between the pump and the refinery over here. So that's going to be nice and happy right there. With the 8 right there, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And yeah, build a second train. We'll just do 9. It'll be nice and happy, and then it'll basically just shuttle back and forth. We won't even need to set up a thing here, because I don't expect another train to come here. I know it only delivered 37, but it's such a short journey that if it needs to, it can come back. It can go fill that up. But that's just a nice little happy thing. And so there that goes. Perfect. And then we also have this little one right here. We don't have a cattle truck. Oh, we do have cattle trucks, actually. So cattle trucks are actually a little bit nicer. The trains only carry 8. The cattle trucks in early years, they only carry 3. But this one is super easy. We have the cattle ranch right here, and then we have our little food refinery right here. So we'll go ahead and actually just build a little highway here. We don't even need that. We'll go ahead and get some rough road, because it's just going to be strictly for freight and cattle trucks. And so we'll go ahead, start right here at the ranch here. We'll have to come up over this ridge here. So we'll do that, take a right, go up the ridge here. And go down here. That's the good thing about roads compared to trains, is that these are a little bit more versatile. And then maybe we don't even need to do that. Yep, we'll do that. That accepts that, and then we'll do that. We'll have a cattle truck. Probably do like a couple of these. So we'll go between there and there. Perfect. Very happy. We'll do another cattle truck here. And of course, we don't really need to specify here. These are so kind of easy that it's like that. It looks like we have, quite a few cattle coming out of here. We'll just have to build a whole bunch of cattle trucks that'll disconnect this little thing here. And since it is a closed circuit here for now, these will all just be local trucks. They're just going up and down this little dirt road from the kind of beginning of the thing. You can tell where the industry is, especially these big spread out ones like cornfields and cattle ranches by these actual ranch houses and where they actually keep the cows as opposed to the industries. Like this food processing plant here, we have 3 towers and all that stuff. Sometimes it's a little hidden in cities, but that's where the map comes in and helps. Alright, anyhow, we are on our first year here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how we're doing. So right now, we have about 6,160 per month. Our winners are our trains, obviously. Our first ones are doing pretty darn good. Even our kind of bigger ones doing pretty okay right now. We might even have that a little bit better here, because it looks like Fort Chapel. No, it's very happy right now. I don't even need to attach it right now. I think it's just because of the amount of distance. This is not a very far one, but it is making less money. And actually, as you can see, I think it yeah, it's slowly getting there. It is such a new train comparatively, compared to our first one that is a year old now. Our trucks are not making as much money as I hoped, but of course the trucks are also really new, and hopefully those will start making some money. And of course our bus here is actually doing pretty decent for $62 a month. So go ahead and start working on another project here. Let's go ahead, pause the game here. It's beginning in 1916. We're going to try to make it as quickly as possible, more or less. The other big thing out here is to just find a really big bulk product. Coal and iron ore are really good. I'm just trying to find where's a good place for them. Alright, here we go. There's a steel mill right here, and there's an iron ore mine right here. So that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and start an iron ore mine line right here. Perfect. Go ahead and basically just stretch it out here. Probably just go ahead and turn right here. We'll go around Temperance Lost. Make a small little turn here. Try to get around, because there are some of these little mounds in the desert up here. And we'll make one last little turn here. Sometimes I'll, if there's like no way around the town, if there's just doesn't seem like there's any possible way, I won't even bother. I'll just go ahead and just build the tracks through the town and have a railroad crossing there. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there we go. And then we'll go ahead and build our second line here. Perfect. Build our line all the way around here. Nice 2-track main line. Direction of traffic. It's really easy to get a lot of money really quickly in this game, especially on the early game. 1916 is actually a really happy time to start, more or less, in terms of your railroads, because you have a quite a decent selection of trains here, and on top of that, you can actually build relatively cheaply. Go ahead and build that just a little bit. Cool, anyhow, so we'll go ahead and build our first train here. The good happy thing about this one is that these cars are actually a little bit more efficient in hauling. The little wagons can carry about 20 tons of coal. If you remember remember from the first episode, we had the iron ore and coal mines. So that's actually going to be really happy for us because the oil trains are really nice, but they're, you know, you have to have a lot of them in order to actually build your trains. So that's what we'll go ahead and do here. So we'll go ahead, build our second line here. A little bit of a distance between these, but it's all right. It's all about in the end making sure the trains get to the destination and have a way of getting back by themselves. One thing you can't do is you can see I can lift up this train, but I can't lift it up with the product inside. If I lift it up right now with the product inside, the product will be removed. It's kind of a cheating way. It's not really going to help you at all, but it will. If you need to move a train, like one train's in the way or it's just not doing what it needs to be doing, that's one way you can do it. So we'll have that train running right now. We'll actually go ahead and build our second train since I don't need it. Cool, excellent. Got that train on the move. Let's see how long it takes for that to get to its other side here. And also, let's see, this is also carrying about 160 tons. That's exactly 8 wagons. So, we'll see how long it takes for this train to load, and if it needs it before it reaches the end of the line here, and we might even build train number 10 here. Look, we're already up another $1,000 a month here. Go ahead, build our next train because I know we're already going to need it. Make sure that we have every wagon on that one. Oh, I don't know why I was counting a little block right there. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead, spin that train around. Send that one on the line there. Okay, perfect. And as you can see, that train's already off. That one's almost there. So, well, it's about halfway. So it'll be really happy to have that train right in the middle of that. So 3 trains should be happy. It might even diminish it to 2, but you know what? It's all up to that. And when we get a something like more production, then especially those trains will help out a lot. So let's go ahead, make sure. I didn't see any additional production up. I think it's all been production down. Yes, that's what these little newspaper things are. Anyhow, so we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and take a look at our thing over here. See if our trucks kind of turn around. We're up to $4 a month with those things. Now, sometimes if that doesn't really improve at all, I might go ahead and get rid of it because they're not helping our profits. These trains are doing okay, on the other hand, so I'll go ahead and keep these for just a second. Maybe once train 10 reaches the end of the line here, I might just get rid of it, just because it's not necessary. Those are only, you know, they're not really needed right now. I think I just did it so that way I could see how well it's doing. But our train 8 is just very happy right now, sitting at $800 a month. Compared to our oil trains are doing really well. We might even go ahead and open our next oil line. That'll definitely help out a lot. So it's July, and then we'll go ahead add a second oil line here. Actually, this is our 3rd oil line, with the exception of our little line here right here. So technically, it is our 4th oil line for real. Go ahead. There's a lot of oil wells out here. I'm trying to find one that's just in a really happy location. I think this one right here. This is the Moneyworth oil well. And we can go to this refinery here at Frogwood. And so that'll be just a nice little happy kind of run through the canyon here, around this mine, and then over to there. So let's see. Is train number 10 done yet? It's not. So I'm going to keep that open right here while I'm actually building this railroad, just to make sure that that finishes up. I might even do, let's go ahead and take a look between these two places right here. So that's oil well number 1. That has 210. And then this is the Moneyworth oil well that has 300. So we'll go ahead and use the Moneyworth oil well because that's nice and happy. And then we'll go through that little canyon there. Alright, perfect. Once we start here. You might even actually do this. So, this is one of the unique things that people do later on in this game. That is, they're gonna build like a little bridge over that. I'm guessing you do this too, but I'll demonstrate it right now. This is, you start with that bridge, then we'll actually go back just a little bit, go up like this, we'll go around like this, and then we have our little level right there. Go over 3, and then we'll go down, and then like that, and we'll make it nice and level. Perfect. Okay, and so now we're basically right over there, so we'll go ahead and put our stuff like that. Excellent, happy. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll probably do just a small one over here. Just a little crossing, and then we'll make that our kind of our, not really a bottleneck, but just something to make sure that we have some trains here that are working like that. Go back just a little bit. There we go, perfect. So go ahead, put this like this, put this like this, this like this, and this like this. Oh, that train. I'm gonna delete that train right now. Just it doesn't need to exist. It's perfect. Alright, there we go. And we'll do one more. Perfect. And then we'll build our second line over here. That'll build between this and the money well. Oh, very happy. Go ahead and start that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Excellent. So go ahead. We'll actually use a more powerful engine. This will definitely improve our what am I trying to say? Our pulling power, especially since we're going uphill here. Oh, there we go, and I already won the challenge, but I'll just go ahead and complete this train line anyways, just for the fun of it. And I actually beat my record fairly quickly. I guess I haven't played that one in a long time. But we'll go ahead, just run this train, and we might even just pay off the loan, just because that's a fun one that I like to do. So we'll go ahead and complete this one for just a little bit longer than our other ones. This is fine. It's going that way. We only do have the one train right now, but we'll go ahead and do that. Make life a little bit easier for them. All right, and then you can see that train's just nice and happy going up and over. And we'll build a second train here. All right, perfect. Fill up full, and then go to the other side. I don't usually like doing these little bottlenecks here. These bottlenecks are not very happy, especially because I prefer to actually have continuous running traffic. But this is just a nice little area. It does look pretty cool. And oh well, looks like that's doing poorly, but you know what? That train will still be there. It'll still have a full load. That just means that the reserves are not as high as they were. But anyhow, let's go ahead and start paying back some of that loan. As you can see, we already have 36,300 left in our loan, and we actually just made quite a bit of that back already. Let's go ahead and see how well our other train's doing. Our other trains are doing really fancy right now. Once that train reaches the end of the line, I'll add that other carriage there to make sure that that's nice and happy. Perfect. There we go. Nice. Alright, perfect. And let's see. I think our trucks are doing not as fancy. Yeah, they're still only $4 a month. I know they're pretty darn new, but they should be doing a lot better than that. So we'll go ahead, stop all these trucks, and we'll just go ahead and close that line. Once that truck stopped. There it is. It's all stopped. And get rid of that truck. Get rid of that truck. And then, once that truck arrives, we'll get rid of that truck. Once that truck arrives, we'll get rid of that one. And once that truck arrives, we'll get rid of that one. Alright, cool. Done. Cool. Alright, perfect. Yep, so there we go. And then got rid of that, and then our trucks are done. We'll actually go out and tear up that highway. That'll make us some money back, and we can use that back to paying our loan. So there it is. It's right near Fort Chapel. There it is right there. Sometimes a service is not worth running. Like that one was okay. It definitely did start turning a profit later, in terms of like, you know, it wasn't doing too hot in the first part of it, and it was really early on, but later on it didn't turn a profit at all. And that's kind of one of the reasons why railroads are a little bit easier in the early years. Definitely want to start doing that. And let's see, how good is this train doing? This train is not as good. This train's only doing about 650, so what we'll do is we'll actually go ahead and close this line too. This will just be kind of our nice little closer to the video. I know it's not very happy to see a train line close, but oh well, it is part of it. It's really about, you know, how much can you actually make, and it's about completing the mission too. Sometimes it does mean closing lines, and eventually later on, as we start playing some of the longer missions, we'll start seeing some of these industries close too. Sometimes, like maybe the Fort Chapel oil ridge oil wells would close, and then later on, so would the refinery too. But right now, you can kind of see this is a really happy one, and we'll go ahead and leave it off there. Alright, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope to see you again real soon. Once again, this is Clear Track Speed. Out.